Hello everyone and welcome to my CBS Soaps official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Wednesday, October 15, 2025. Today on Beyond the Gates, Kat catches her dad with Leslie, Andre voices his concerns, and the truth about Haley is finally revealed. If you were betting that Randy and Haley shared more than a passing acquaintance, claim your winnings. Because it turns out that she's been playing the long game, having never been in love with Bill. In fact, she and Randy have been plotting to take her hubby for everything he's worth, which is a lot. As they talk, it becomes obvious that they've pulled this scam multiple times, stealing so much of one guy's money that he's now a DoorDash driver. Everything we've suspected about Haley turns out to be true. She faked the pregnancy, with Randy arranging to get her the blood needed to pull off the horrific stunt. And yes, he pretended to be Sammy, the man who took her to the hospital. And yes, they purposefully made Danny look responsible. Bitch gonna shoot up my wedding and think she's just gonna walk away clean, we hear Haley saying in a flashback to scenes we never saw at the time. Randy tells Haley it's time for them to skip town with the money and diamonds Bill showered upon his wife so far. But Haley has something bigger in mind. She says that Bill has to die so that she can collect the $10 million life insurance policy he took out a while back. Randy seems totally on board when his cousins asks him to procure something that will make Bill's death look like natural causes. Afterwards, she'll give Randy her cut and then pack up her money and leave for somewhere gorgeous. Andre and Danny agree that they're going to stay married. That said, she's clearly not sure this is the best decision, especially upon hearing her spouse made his decision after another run-in with Ashley and Derek. He's still worried about the hold Bill has on her, but she does what she can to reassure him, including asking him to move in. He decides to keep his apartment, but vows to be spending a lot of nights at his wife's place. Leslie strolls into Ted's office suggesting that she's there to satiate his hunger. Quicker than he can say get the heck out, she's taking off her coat to reveal the waitress outfit she apparently wore years ago. What kind of restaurant had her wearing that tacky outfit? Why go for bargain basement June when he can have vintage, suggests Leslie. Ted talks a good game about setting boundaries, but as usual doesn't actually kick her out. Kat tries convincing her mom it might be time to forgive Ted, but Nicole stops that chatter in its tracks by informing her daughter that Ted slept with Leslie yet again. Kat calls Leslie thirstier than a buzzard in the Mojave. She storms into her dad's office to read him the riot act, only to find him in a compromising position with Leslie. Kat reads her dad the riot act, and Leslie tries to make Nicole believe they slept together again. Wednesday, October 15, 2025, Beyond the Gates, the truth about Haley. Today on Beyond the Gates, Kat catches her dad red-handed, Andre questions his marriage, and the shocking truth about Haley finally comes to light, proving once and for all that no one in Fairmont Crest is safe from betrayal. The episode opens on a dimly lit penthouse suite overlooking the downtown skyline. The night hums with city noise as Haley sits cross-legged on the bed, a glass of red wine in one hand, her phone glowing in the other. She's waiting for a call that's running late, too late for her liking. When the screen lights up, she smirks. About damn time, she mutters before answering. On the other end, Randy's voice is cool and calm, like a man who's done this 1,000 times. You miss me, sweetheart. I miss my money, she fires back, swirling the wine. Tell me you've got everything ready. Almost, Randy replies, leaning against a grimy motel dresser miles away. Got the documents, got the pills. All we need is your green light, and Bill's rich heart stops beating before sunrise. Haley lets out a low, satisfied laugh. The camera pans to the jewelry box on her nightstand, necklaces, diamond earrings, and the glint of something more valuable than either, Bill's life insurance policy tucked beneath her cosmetics. Good, she purrs. Because after all this time I'm done pretending. The man's a fool and fools don't deserve fortunes. Randy grins, his eyes darkening. You sure you want to do this, Hales? You could just take the diamonds and run. She shakes her head. You don't understand. He made me play the perfect wife for too long. I want the money and the satisfaction. When Bill's gone, I'll finally be free. It's clear now everything the audience suspected about Haley has been true all along. She never loved Bill. The pregnancy, the hospital scare, the tragic tears, all part of a cruel, calculated con. Randy had helped her stage every piece of it. He'd even posed as Sammy, the mysterious man who whisked her to the hospital that night. And Danny, the poor woman who took the blame, had been nothing more than a convenient scapegoat. We see quick cuts, Haley laughing with Randy in a shadowed car, exchanging envelopes of cash. Randy draws blood from his own arm, handing the vial to her. For the test results, he says with a smirk, "You're welcome." Then in another flashback we never saw before, Haley snarls into a phone, "Bitch gonna shoot up my wedding and think she's just gonna walk away clean?" Her voice trembles with fury and triumph. Not a chance. Back in the present, Haley rises from the bed, her silky robe sliding off one shoulder. She studies herself in the mirror, admiring the reflection of a woman who's gotten away with everything, until now. Randy arrives moments later, slipping through the back door of the suite. He sets a small vial on the dresser and a packet of powder beside it. "This'll do the trick," he says. "It'll look like his heart just gave out." Haley steps close, resting a manicured hand on his chest. "Good boy," she whispers. "Now all we have to do is make sure Bill drinks his bedtime smoothie." Randy chuckles, leaning in for a kiss, but she stops him. "Don't get greedy," she warns. "Once he's gone, you'll get your cut, then I disappear, no strings, no trace." Randy doesn't look convinced, but for now he plays along. "Whatever you say, cousin." Meanwhile, Danny and Andre sit in a corner booth trying to act like everything is normal. The tension between them could slice through glass. "I just want to move on," Danny insists, stirring her coffee though it's already cold. "No more lies, no more Bill." Andre nods but doesn't look convinced. "You say that, but you still flinch every time his name comes up. You think I don't notice?" She sighs, frustrated. "Of course I still flinch, Andre. That man nearly destroyed my life, but you make me feel safe again." His eyes soften, but there's still caution in his tone. "Then why do I feel like you're still hiding something from me?" Danny looks away. She's not lying, but she's not being completely honest either. "Because I'm trying to protect us," she says quietly. "If we're really going to make this marriage work, I need you to trust me." Andre hesitates, then takes her hand. "All right, we'll do this together, but I'm keeping my apartment at least for now." She smiles, though it doesn't quite reach her eyes. "Fine, as long as you spend most nights here." He nods. "You won't be able to get rid of me." But as they lean in for a kiss, the camera lingers on Danny's face. Something about her expression tells us she's not as confident as she sounds. The sound of high heels echoes across the marble floor. Leslie saunters in, uninvited as always, wearing a trench coat and a devilish grin. "Afternoon, Ted," she purrs. "You look hungry." He doesn't even look up from his paperwork. "Leslie, we've been over this. I'm not interested." "Oh, I think you are," she says, loosening the belt of her coat. Beneath it, an old, glittery waitress uniform, clearly decades out of fashion. Ted blinks, caught off guard. "What the hell are you wearing?" She shrugs playfully. "Just thought I'd remind you what you're missing. Remember that diner on Route 9? The night you said I was the best mistake you ever made." Ted looks mortified. "That was 20 years ago." "Vintage never goes out of style," she replies with a wink. He tries to regain his composure. "You need to leave." But she doesn't. "Why settle for bargain basement June," she teases, "when you could have the original model?" Ted stands, running a hand through his hair. "Leslie, you're crossing a line." "Oh, I'm just getting started." Before he can stop her, she moves closer, placing a hand on his tie. "You talk a lot about boundaries," she whispers, "but you've never been very good at keeping them." The door bursts open and there's Kat, Ted's daughter, frozen in shock. "Dad." Leslie steps back, feigning innocence. "Oh, Kat, sweetheart, this isn't what it looks like." Kat's jaw tightens. "Really? Because it looks exactly like what it looks like." She turns to her father, fury flashing in her eyes. "Mom was right about you. You haven't changed at all." Ted tries to explain, but Leslie cuts in. "Nicole always did have an overactive imagination," she says sweetly. "But you know how it is, old flames, old habits." Kat glares at her. "You're thirstier than a buzzard in the Mojave." Ted groans. "Kat, please." "No, Dad, I'm done defending you. You humiliated Mom and now you're doing it again with her." Leslie smirks, pretending to fix her lipstick. "Careful, Kat, you wouldn't want to say something you'll regret." "Trust me," Kat spits. "I've been regretting knowing you since day one." She storms out, slamming the door so hard the blinds rattle. Ted runs a hand over his face, defeated. Leslie tilts her head. Well, she says softly, that went well. Kat bursts in, packing the living room. Nicole looks up from the couch, clearly expecting bad news. Don't tell me, she says, you caught your father in another one of his lapses. Kat nods, exasperated. He was with her again, Mom, Leslie half naked in his office. Nicole sighs, a mixture of anger and resignation. Of course he was. Kat sits beside her, eyes burning. How do you forgive someone like that? Nicole gives a bitter laugh. You don't, you just learn to live with the disappointment. Kat shakes her head. You deserve better. So did he, Nicole says softly, but we both made our choices. Back at the penthouse, Haley's plan moves into its final phase. Bill comes home, tired and distracted, holding a bouquet of flowers. For you, he says with a warm smile. Haley takes them, pretending to be touched. You didn't have to. After everything we've been through, he says, I wanted to remind you how much I love you. Her eyes glisten, but not from love, from anticipation. As he turns to pour himself a drink, she slips the powder from her pocket, ready to make her move. But just as she lifts it toward his glass, her phone buzzes. It's a message from Randy, change of plans, someone knows. Haley freezes, the camera zooms in on her face, panic, fear, calculation. She drops the packet into her robe pocket, forcing a smile as Bill turns back around. Everything okay, honey? He asks. Perfect, she says sweetly, just perfect. But the look in her eyes tells another story. Someone onto her, and for the first time, Haley's the one who might be in danger. Next on Beyond the Gates, Danny discovers a mysterious package left on her doorstep. Leslie's latest stunt blows up in her face. And Haley's plan to kill Bill takes an unexpected and deadly turn. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.